Hello friends, I am helping a neighbor organize during quarantine. She's an elderly lady and she and her husband were like grandparents to my kids for years. And her storage room was just kind of discombobulated with things everywhere, and she had like all these little boxes in the doorway here where she could trip on them, and then there was the salt for the softener over here, and there was a bunch of stuff. So this I'm still cleaning out. I wanted a trail with nothing so she doesn't trip on anything, as she's already broken her ankle in the past few years and had some sprains and stuff. So I wanted to share. I assumed this was how everybody did things, but I realized after helping her that not everybody thinks the same way I do. So she had those Christmas decorations up there over here on the top shelf, and then she had the wreaths over here, and then a lot of the Christmas was over here, and then a lot of the home decor was mixed in, and then the dishes were some over there and some over here, and the vases were over here, and the family history stuff was all over. And so I was trying to explain to her, and she would have to, everything was in bags and boxes, nothing was labeled, and I was telling her how it's hard for her to lift things over her head now, and how we needed to put light things that she could see clearly on the top shelf. And so mostly these are all empty boxes up there. It's just boxes she used when she ships things to her grandkids and great grandkids and stuff. So, and then she's an art teacher, and she still does symposiums at major universities because she's a fabulous artist. So all of that is her art and her art supplies. But she also gives a lot of gifts, and so she had wrapping and gift bags and stuff everywhere, and packaging material for the boxes and everything. So I just tried to explain to her how when you're putting things on a shelf, you want to label the furthermost front thing, and you want to go from shortest to tallest behind you so that you can see everything on the shelf at a glance. And then you want to put like things together. So like all the coolers, we had these all over the place. They're now all together. All the coolers are together. All the paper goods and paper cups and plastic cups, party goods, are all together. Then we have the dishes and decorating stuff she does for her clubs that she hosts. Then all the vases. And then home decor stuff, easels. She decorates with these at the holidays, party stuff. All of her floral stuff up there. Put the stuff you use the least on the up, and anything that might get flooded up high. And make sure that it's clearly labeled so you don't have to pull something down to see what's behind it. You don't want to stack things. So if you'll notice, I put the shorter items in the front and labeled them, went to the back. You can stack in the back if it's the same thing, or go short to highest. But she can walk around this room now and see everything that is on the shelf without having to pull anything off of the shelf. So we put all the holiday stuff together. So she's got 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Christmas is all the top 2 shelves. And then the totes at the bottom are also Christmas. So then these are just the big miscellaneous things she's talking to her kids or whatever. Then she had her family history stuff right here, which was fine, I thought. I wasn't paying attention because they were there. I didn't pull them out. But there is a pipe bib up there to go out to the spigot, and it obviously has been repaired because it goes from copper to PVC. So you know that there could be flooding. So she had them in boxes here, and then it would flood, and what happens is it hits the front and the back of the and then it goes down the sides, goes against the wall, and it can cause flooding and things that you care about. So these boxes, sorry, don't make you dizzy. These boxes over here that have her family's family history in it, we don't want anywhere near where that's going to flood. Normally I would pick those up, but they're super, super heavy. I wouldn't leave any boxes on the floor that have anything of value in them, but most of it, she said, is her daughter's school stuff, and it's not that big of a deal. So the stuff that she cares about is in the plastic tote, the pictures and stuff. So you want to keep everything off of the floor, because she also does have a furnace and a hot water heater that could flood the area. So you want to make sure that you don't have anything in boxes. If you're going to put things in that are important, put them in totes that would be, high enough that if it flooded, it wouldn't cause a problem. So then we've got the family history stuff together. The luggage is all together. Like I said, anything's of value we don't keep on the floor. So those are just empty boxes. They could be thrown away, no problem. All the toys where her grandkids would play with when they come, any kind of games. together, and then like I said, all our wrapping supplies are together. So in this room, you could, there was a trail when you came in. It was a trail. She got rid of a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to share that that's how you do like storage rooms, because then they get overwhelmed and you can't find things and you have to pull out 400 things to find what you want. I actually like labeling on the shelf in front, but because, you know, it's not my house, I'm not going to do that. But I usually label, you know, holiday stuff this section, family history stuff this section. That's if it's in boxes and it's not labeled, then at least people can go around and go, oh, well, this must be in this section because it says family history stuff. So that's how I like to organize it. I'm going to show you her food storage room. She lives by herself and she's quite old, so she doesn't have much of that anymore. But so what I'm doing in this room is I'm going to put the family history stuff. Sorry, my notice just came on. These are all empty. We're going to get rid of all the jars. She's not going to use those anymore. But she has water storage, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, they've got just a little bit of food storage down here and down over here. So what I'm going to do is move the food storage to one half of the room and put they've got a little bit of home tile grout and then some paint and stuff on, and put that in this section away from the other area. So don't ever store chemicals and food in the same area. Make sure they're separated. Also, you can label or whatever. She could, you know, put her vases and her glassware in here, but this kind of shallow and not very high shelves. So instead, we're just going to leave it all in the other room where she would use it, because this room's kind of smaller and darker and a little creepier with spider webs and stuff. So, but that's how to organize it so that all of the things, alike things, are together. And I just assumed that people would do that, but I guess not. So anyway, I just thought I would share that as I continue to help her organize. We've got a couple more rooms we need to go through, and then we'll be able to pull all the totes in here and have them clearly labeled where she can find them all in one lit room. So check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, and type in storage, organization, or something like that into the search box at the bottom of the homepage, and up will come how I'll make a post about it and show before and after pictures of how it looked. I didn't take any at the beginning, which I wish I had, but I took some yesterday while we were working on it, so that you can see the posts about that and how I organize it. Also, you can hang things on the wall, frames and extra things that you have. You can attach and hang those on the wall so that you can clearly see those where they are. And stick, like he had these pipes and curtain rods and stuff all over the place, and they roll around and you trip on them and they're sticking out. So put them in a place. You can do them vertical if you have a place for them, a little, like an umbrella stand or something like that. But otherwise, put them where nobody's going to hit their head, but yet you can still see them. So she can clearly see them, but they're out of the way where they're not going to hurt anybody. They're just with some empty boxes up there. So, if you check out my channel, I've got over 800 videos. Check out my my blog. There's 2,600 posts, and I've got some really unique, different things that I've done. And if you like, click like and subscribe, and make sure you hit notifications so you can get notified if I post some more videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed, safe day.